What's up, guys? So, I promised it. You've asked for it. I told you I'd do it. Today is another Q&A. All right, so I had you guys DM me some questions, so I'm just gonna roll through my Instagram inbox and answer them away. So this person has asked to remain anonymous, and they said, what's your best advice for young players playing with older teammates? And that happens a lot in varsity, JV, for high school, in college, and pros, US, you name it. You're constantly playing with older people, and I think it's really important as a younger person to have confidence and play hard and just go out there and do your thing. And as an older person with younger people, it's really important to make sure that they feel welcome and that you give them the confidence to kind of go out there and do their thing. All right, next question. Let's see. What's your advice to a freshman lacrosse player that wants to play in college? This is from Morgan Bolin. I would say try to get out as much as possible to club tournaments, to those showcases. There's a ton of showcases around. And if you know specifically what colleges you're interested in, make sure you go to their like prospect days, their camps, their recruiting camps, because those are gonna just help you get seen by the people that you really wanna get seen by. So those are kind of my pieces of advice for freshmen, because even though you can't get recruited till your junior year, it's always good to start somewhere. Megan McMurray asked, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you miss playing for the Terps? I miss it like at an 11. I miss it so much. Those were the best 4 years. I had amazing teammates, amazing coaches, got to play in an amazing atmosphere and for an incredible school. And I definitely miss it a lot. Is it easier this year than last year not playing? Yeah, because I'm a little bit farther removed. But that doesn't take away from me wishing I was back in that uniform with those people. All right, let's see. What were some of the hardest mental or physical challenges you had to overcome during your lacrosse career? I mean, it's a little different every year. Mental, I played on teams that won a lot, so fortunate enough for me and us. So I think the pressure was always tough. Lots of pressure to win, lots of pressure to stay on top. And those were sometimes a little difficult to overcome. And physically, I mean, I think US weekends are probably the most physically draining, with like 72 hours of pure work. And that's also a little bit mental too, in terms, because you were always trying out. So definitely US weekends were tough for sure, physically. Lots of sore legs, lots of ice baths, lots of laying your feet on the wall and draining your legs. So the next question is from Coach Gibson, UCF. What advice would you give players who are starting to suffer from burnout? I would say the biggest thing to avoid burnout is to play other sports or to find something else that you enjoy doing, whether it's reading, art, dancing. For me, it was playing soccer and basketball. Kind of gave me something else to focus on, something else to enjoy doing while still competing, but it wasn't lacrosse. So I think finding something else outside of lacrosse to put some energy towards and just sit and relax and enjoy, or compete in something different, is definitely what helped me avoid burning out when it came down to it. We're gonna go 2 more here. Howard Emma, maybe it's Emma Howard, that's her name, but how did you balance lacrosse and training with work while studying? So I think for college, it was a lot of time management. You'd practice for like 3 or 4 hours a day. You had 3 or 4 hours of class. Freshman year, you had mandatory study hall. And then you still had to eat and do homework and be a kid and do whatever you wanted. So it was tough. So I think for me, it was just about staying organized, using a planner, knowing well ahead what weeks were gonna be tough, what weeks were gonna be easy, and how best to kind of manage everything. So I'm visual, so if I could see it, it made it a little bit easier. All right, last one, Lana Rangali, 11. What is your eating and workout routine? So eating, I eat what I want when I want. I'm someone who doesn't really limit myself. I try to eat like on an 80-20 rule, where 80% of the time I'm healthy, 20% of the time I'm not. Last night I had 2 pieces of pizza. So today I'll probably eat, you know, something very healthy, veggies, quinoa or rice, chicken, something healthy, but it's all about balance. Workout, I work out pretty much every day, which isn't something I would necessarily advise everyone. I'm a little bit addicted to working out, you could say. My YouTube editor and I have are addicted to our calorie counters, not to count calories, just to make sure we move. But I pretty much run every day, some sort of distance incorporated into some sort of sprints. And then I usually strength train 3 times a week. So I don't really lift a lot, it's more body weight and lower weights. But I think for me, my favorite part of training is like the cross training, so spinning or yoga or boxing or something different, other than just running. So that's my routine. It's what works for me. It doesn't work for everyone, but that's what I enjoy. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching another Q&A. Make sure you keep sending me your questions. I'm always looking for different questions to answer so I don't keep answering the same ones again and again. But have a great day. See you next time. Bye.